Yo, this Kicks on Land. I am T Bryson from the land, and we back again with another banger, man. I appreciate all y'all for staying tapped in with me, man. This is only the beginning. We still early in this YouTube thing, and I appreciate y'all for staying tapped in with me and supporting, man. I appreciate y'all for watching the videos, liking, commenting, subscribing. Continue, please, to like, comment, and subscribe, man. Continue to like the videos, comment, share them. All that, man. If y'all really want to tap in, of course, you can always follow me on Instagram. Of course, I'll follow you back. Follow me at t.bryson7 so you can stay fully tapped in, man. But anyway, let's get to it. So, if you've seen my last video, I was basically talking about regionality or regionalism, especially when it comes to like sneakers, right? So, I was basically saying there's always going to be like commonality amongst us. We all gonna like Jordans. We all gonna like Air Forces. We all gonna like whatever it is that, we all like. But there's also differences among us, you know what I'm saying, culturally. From the way we talk, from the slang we use, to the things we eat, you know what I'm saying, what's popular in our cities, things we do in different cities, and even down to, the sneakers. You know what I'm saying? A pair of Dunkins, a pair of Foamposites, they gonna hit different in DC or New York, you know what I'm saying, somewhere like that, than they will in Arizona, you know what I'm saying. A pair of LeBrons is going to be different. It's going to hit different in Cleveland than it is in Alabama, you know what I'm saying. Same thing with like Cortez's, Chuck Taylors. It's going to hit a little different in Oakland or Los Angeles or anywhere in California compared to Maine, you know what I'm saying. So that's basically what I was talking about in the last video. And I was talking about how the internet has caused it to be has basically taken away a lot of identity and self-expression when it comes to sneakers and just fashion in general. And a lot of it has become a lot of copy and paste sneakers, a lot of copy and paste collections, you know what I'm saying. And I feel like sometimes, like, if you go to like a sneaker event, a sneaker con or a Got Soul, you've been to one, you've been to them all. You know what I'm saying? Or if you go to or you follow on Instagram, you follow different sneakerheads on Instagram. You follow one sneakerhead, sometimes it's like you follow every quote-unquote sneakerhead. You know what I'm saying? Where it shouldn't be like that. If you follow 5 different sneaker collectors from 5 different cities, you're going to see you're going to see brick by bricks maybe on everybody's page. But you should also see some different shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. It's just like with traveling. You know what I'm saying? If you've never been to Chicago and you go to Chicago and you want to try to deep dish pizza, you expect this deep dish pizza to be different from any other deep dish pizza you ever had. You expecting this to be a real Chicago deep dish pizza. You expecting this to be the best pizza you ever had. It'd be kind of a disappointment to go to Chicago and deep dish pizza is just like it is anywhere else. You understand? And that's kind of how I feel. Like, I want to see, when I go to SneakerCon DC, I want to see home of the Foamposites. Don't tell me we got more Foamposites in SneakerCon Cleveland than y'all had at SneakerCon DC. I'm gonna feel kind of disappointed. Or don't tell me I go to SneakerCon or Got Soul Los Angeles and I seen 3 Chuck Taylors in there. I'm gonna kind of feel disappointed. That's just me. And it's the same thing, you know what I'm saying? When you come to sneakerheads, I feel like, yeah, you should see different stuff. Anyway, let's get to it, man. That was that video. Only what go tap in with that my last video. I brought it up to say we kind of doubling down on it, getting more into it. Y'all see, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot to talk about. But before we get into that, man, I'm gonna show you what we got on feet. Today I had the Pine Green Foamposites. I believe these still might be, on the shelves. I believe these still might be sitting. Last time, I ain't been to a mall in a minute, but the last time I was at the mall, these were still on shelves, which is a beautiful thing, man. Everybody that want them should be able to get them. But, it was calm days. It's crazy. The weather crazy outside today, so I kept it calm. I got a little Godspeed joint with the Pine Green Foamposites. Think it's a nice touch. Let me know what y'all think. These is probably one of the best pros ever. I ain't gonna say it's the best one, but one of them. It's one of them ones. Let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know what y'all think about the Pine Green Foams. Of course we wear them. These kicks walk the streets of Cleveland every day. You know that. So of course we wear them. Let me know if y'all cop. If you haven't copped, will you cop? Let me know what's what, man. Tap in.
Hey, we got a question for T Bryson, bro. It says, I do have a question. For T Bryson, what's the fashion culture like in the land? Is all known names, all known name brands? Do y'all support local brands? And how much you think Keith paid for his coat?
So yeah, so in that clip, I was basically, I was on a live stream. Shout out my brother Kicknology. Shout out Plenty the Hardaway. You know what I'm saying? That those are guys or whatever. And I was basically on their live stream. I was asked about local brands in Cleveland. And like I said, every city got different cultures. Every city got their own thing they got going on. From the sneakers, from the slang, from our accents, from the food. You know what I'm saying? From everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Even different brands, even different fashions. And like I was saying with the traveling thing, that's how it goes. Like if you go out of the country, you go to Japan, you want to come back with some. You want to come back with some shit that nobody here in America has seen. You want to come back with some Japan type shit. You know what I'm saying? When I go to Chicago, I want to come back. I don't know all the local brands or hot brands that's in Chicago, but if I go to Chicago, I want to come back with some leaders gear. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying, a brand that I'm familiar with that's in Chicago. And it's like these brands, and I'm not talking about your cousin Boston Haynes t-shirts and you put a little graphic design on it and called it a local brand. I'm talking about brands that really have motion in the city or really have motion in the city. Really, people really outside rocking it. People really wearing it. It's really taking over. And I feel like you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, I feel like they want to get on Instagram. And I heard people say this. I heard people say, I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, go outside as a grown man, look at what people are wearing and dress like them. Then he said, you get on Instagram. And I feel like that's the point. That's the problem. A lot of people prefer to dress like the algorithm or dress like whatever is on the Explore page more so than dress like the city. And that's why we losing identity. That's why we losing self-expression in this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the fun part about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said with the example of the Chicago deep dish pizza, what's the point of going there if every city got the exact same deep dish? If every city got Harold's, you know what I'm saying? Or if you go to Detroit, you know what I'm saying, where they eat the Coney's. But if every city got Coney's and it tastes just like the Coney's in Detroit and there's no difference, then it's like you might as well stay where you at. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? I did answer the question, but like, I'll answer it now. We got a lot of dope brands here in Cleveland. I got 3 brands. It's more than just 3 brands, and I support more than just 3 brands, but it's 3 brands that I personally are my personal favorite in Cleveland. In no specific order, but it's Ilthy, you know what I'm saying? There's, what else we got? We got Welcome to the Jungle, you know what I'm saying, which is super fire, dope. I got the Bari hat on right now. We got Bari, which is in Akron. Shout out Bari, you know what I'm saying? Bari got a lot of fire, a lot of dope shit up there. And they all dope, like I said, in no specific order, but those are my personal 3 favorite brands. And I want to know what y'all favorite brands is too, man. What was or what is taking over the city? And I think it's important that we tap into that we, you know what I'm saying, that we do that, because like I said, there was a time where you look like your city. And I'm not saying that the internet is a bad thing. I'm not saying that it's not cool or okay to get inspiration from, maybe fit ideas that you see online, or you see, I do that too. But also it's like, you from somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to sound like I'm an old head, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not really that old. I mean, I'm 30. I don't know if that's old today. The YNs might call me but it's like I still remember, you know what I'm saying, even though I wasn't outside in the 90s or nothing like that, I remember you want to rep your city. That was the dope part about it, is knowing where somebody's from, you know what I'm saying, just by what they had on. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like even when you listen to rappers today, you know what I'm saying, you can still see that in their music. We all know Chicago slang because We know Lil Durk. We know Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? Before Chief Keef, I know what a thought. I never even heard the word thought. You know what I'm saying? We was calling females go lavas in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Before Lil Durk, I never heard of a op. You know what I'm saying? I never heard of that. Never said that in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, I'm a Wale fan. I listen to Wale. I never heard nobody call nobody Mo. I know they say Mo in DC. I know they say, I know they, instead of saying Cap or Lion, I know they say Willin. Something like that. Something like that they say. I know they say that because I listen to Wale. When I'm hearing Wale, a rapper from DC, I'm hearing DC lingo. When I'm listening to Chief Keef or Lil Durk or G Herbo, I'm listening to a rapper from Chicago. I'm hearing Chicago lingo. You know what I'm saying? When I'm listening to Cleveland artists, I'm hearing Cleveland lingo. So why should it stop? When I'm looking at Wale and I see him, especially back in the day, rocking the Sabiato joints, rocking Sabiato jackets and Sabiato hoodies with the Sabiato socks with the foam posits, that's because he's from DC. I had no idea what Sabiato was. When I was in high school, I had a Sabiato jacket. I had to hunt that jacket down and finally found me a Sabiato jacket, got a Sabiato jacket, and it didn't, you know what I'm saying? I just thought it was cool, you know what I'm saying? Wale talked about it in a couple songs. I got the jacket, that was that. I didn't look at it like it was like the flyest thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? When I went to school, nobody in my school knew what I had on. They didn't look at it like, they thought it was a nice jacket, but they didn't look at it like it was the hottest shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? But in DC, it was that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's how that should be. Like, you should come to Cleveland, you should go to DC, you should go to Alabama. It's every city. I know I feel like I keep mentioning the same cities, but any city, you go to Arkansas, you're gonna see them wearing things differently. You're gonna see them wearing certain styles, or you go to Florida, you're gonna see them wearing brands that I'm not hip to, that I wasn't wearing, that we're not wearing in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Even certain music artists, you know what I'm saying? Everything is different. So I feel like we gotta get back to that, man, and talk about the importance. You know what I'm saying? The importance of dressing like your city and not always dressing like the internet, not always dressing like the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody in baggy clothes and bedazzled shirts and Godspeed or Hailstar every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yeah, we gotta get back to that, man. Like I said, we should all be different. It shouldn't be the same sneakerhead with the exact same shoes, with the exact same shirt, wearing it the exact same way. You know what I'm saying? These clothing brands and what we was wearing, it shaped our culture. You know what I'm saying? When you in Detroit, when you go to Detroit, you see somebody with the Carhartt, you see him with the furs, you see him with the buffs on. You know what I'm saying? That's what it should be like. You know what I'm saying? When you in Texas, you see them wearing whatever they wearing in Dallas, or whatever they wear in San Antonio, or whatever they wearing in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like, from the cars to everything, man. You understand? So I feel like we need to get back to that. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. That's how I feel. Let me know how y'all feel, man, about it.
I had mentioned about Sabiato and not him having it, other people not understanding. At that point in time, you literally had a Balenciaga jacket. What Sabiato was to us, like, people feel like a Balenciaga tracksuit is right now. Like,
That's a fact.
you had to go down Georgetown. You can't go online. You had to go down Wisconsin Avenue to get that. And, most of the time, a lot of people, if they didn't get it, they got like a little beanie or a keychain. So to actually have a jacket, you had that shit on.
Yeah, right there, that clip right there, man. When he said having that jacket was like having, Balenciaga on, that's a difference. That's really what I'm talking about. That clip right there pretty much summed it all up, man. That's the difference between people who get it, people who lived it, and people who don't get it and never lived it. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference right there, man. So that's what this pretty much is all about. Like, that's a feeling you can only get if you grew up in that city, if you experience, the experiences from that city, and you put something on that's homegrown. It's not about, going outside and wanting to look like everybody else. It's about getting fly and the city having an identity. The city having an identity, the city doing something that is not happening nowhere else in the world. You know what I'm saying? Something we can call our own. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this really all about. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? So let me know again, man, what's some local brand, like I said, brands that really had a city lit, or that really has a city lit, brands that's really got motion, man. Let me know if y'all agree, if you disagree. You understand? Like I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm always keep it Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? I've been keeping it Cleveland from the way I talk, things I say, how I move, how I think, the shoes I wear. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna have scoffers and trolls and people like, oh, but you know, brick by brick stone. You know what I'm saying? People that's just being silly, man. But for those that really get it, really lived it, you know what I'm saying? They know, like, it's nothing like being different from someone else, or being on something that nobody else is on 3 hours away, 10 hours away, 20 hours, you know what I'm saying? Across the country. You know what I'm saying? This right here, this what we do, this how we move. You know what I'm saying? Where we from. You feel me? So that's all it is about, you know what I'm saying? It's not for everybody, but for those that get it, man. Let me know what y'all think, man, in the comments. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, show some love, man. If y'all got love for me, I got love for y'all. If y'all go to war with me, I'll go to war with y'all. Peace.